Magandang umaga, magandang hapon at magandang gabi po sa inyo lahat. Ito po yung likod, si Jar Makinay. And today, we'll be reviewing this very beautiful UDL XM7. Ooh, this is rubberized. This unit is from Gel Blaster Hobbies, which is my birthday gift to myself. My birthday is next month, so it's a little bit early. But it will be out of stock soon. It's mostly out of stock everywhere. So luckily, I got one. Now I'm poor again. Anywho, this is one of my dream units. So I really wanted this one, so I got one. Anywho, let's get into it. First, quality. This is made by UDL. It's one of my first unit from UDL. And as you can see, I have put some additional 3D printed sights and 3D printed suppressor hop up and a hand stop so that I can hold it better. It's an all nylon, some metal parts, what do you call this one? Folding stock, nylon with rubberized, really nice. Also nylon, metal outer barrel, some metal charging handle, metal trigger, metal magazine bolt release. Oh, this looks so cool. It's really nice. See, look at this. Then release. It's really heavy. I think this is more than 2 kilos. And the hop up and the sights is already very light because it's 3D printed and still quite heavy. This is also a metal gearbox. So, quality wise, feels very sturdy and heavy. Trades. Woo. I don't know if this is sanctioned by SIG. Probably not. But there's trades everywhere. See, there. Trades, SIG Sauer, there. Some fake serial number here. More trades here and here and here. Even the bot stock has Magpul trades here and here. So it looks really authentic. Oh, it's heavy. Ow! Features. This one has an EPU, so it has no prime. But it has a magazine prime. Automated. This. And it's ready to fire. Nice. And the EPU works really well. I hope that it doesn't easily dies from the low bat like the common ones. I don't know what type of EPU it's using, but it's fairly good. It has, as I said earlier, working bolt catch. So, really nice. It's also ambidextrous. There's a bolt catch release here, and there's a tiny bolt catch here. So, really nice. The magazine release is also ambidextrous. This one and the common one here. Battery space, I think that's one of the cons. It's a tube type battery, so you're limited to what you can put here. And this bat stock is airsoft grade, so it doesn't pull out if you press the button, you need to press this and insert a pin here to raise the metal part out so you can pull the buttstock. It's common in airsoft, so the oldies will easily know this one. And one of the cons is also, since it's folding, there's a, what do you call this one? Braided cover, and depending on the battery, it might not fold well because of how you put the battery. In this case, it was like this, so it cannot fold because it cannot pull this one. So be careful. BB capacity, a lot. Since this is thicker than the usual magazines, it has fairly good ammo capacity. See, this one, and this is clear, and this one. So even though it's like it's around here, but it's thicker, it's somewhat close to the ammo of this one. So that's nice. I haven't counted it myself, but I think it's primed quite similar. Oops, gels. And of course, this is an XM7. The magazines is unique to this model. The good thing when I got this one from the seller, it comes with 2 magazines, so it's already fine for its current usage. Upgrades. This is probably a V2 gearbox with some changes. So you will have lots of options regarding the upgrades. Since I don't want to break this one, I'm not going to fully upgrade. This is already 240 FPS, and for some reason, it's already, the chrono is off. There was records there. It's somewhat consistent, around 240, 250. So there's a high probability that this unit has an air seal nozzle with an O-ring, because it's unlikely to have that good accuracy and very minute FPS fluctuations if you don't have an O-ring on the nozzle. So, or unless they created the nozzle really tight. So whichever, it's really good. Said FPS is 240. Range, you can easily hit the 200, my 10-meter mark test. Except my gels are it's not consistent. This is recycled gels. And I overhop it. But you can see the accurate video on the shorts, on the firing. Price, whoa, this is expensive. It's not my most expensive unit, but it's around 9,500, which is the common market price. So, ouch! It's nearing airsoft price, but the airsoft version of this one will be much more expensive. So, fine. I'll be eating lugaw for some time now. No more eat out. Anywho, if you're a collector like me, this is a very good unit. It's very unique. It looks cool. It's the will be, I think so, new unit for the US Army. So really nice. It's really cool. I can't wait to use it in a game eventually. If you're a collector like me, it's a good buy. It's a little bit expensive, but it's subjective. Anywho, If you have any comment suggestions, violent reactions, do not hesitate to put it down in the comment section down below. I'll answer it as soon as possible. Hanggang sa muli, paalam!